I considered like getting a rehab subscription. What is it called? It's like when you go to AA. I was considering that after I ate this guy's in the suburbs of Boston. It was really a really scary day.
What up, you little freaks?
Okay guys, I'm doing something really stupid right now. We have an emergency debrief situation. Hi, this is Hallie from the streets of New York. Guys, I had every intention of staying in last night. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome back to Extra Dirty. It's just me and you guys today. I feel like I haven't done a solo episode in a hot minute, and it is very important to me as your mother and president that I sit down with you guys and just talk to you one-on-one. So that's what we're going to do today. And let's get chaotic. I feel like I haven't had a very out-of-pocket, insane episode in a hot minute because I've been super clenching my asshole and trying to be PC and very buttoned up. I'm not going to do that today. We're going to take a different approach and be unhinged because I'm feeling unhinged today. I am well rested and just feeling a little chaotic today. It's raining outside. Sometimes the weather affects my mood in that way. So I feel like we should do a proper catch up before anything and talk about the things that have passed since the last time I sat down with you guys one-on-one. It was just Thanksgiving, which is whatever. I love Thanksgiving, okay? And that's ironic because I do have issues with food, but I do like the holiday aspect of getting together with your family. Everyone cooks and bakes and goes to Mama's house and has a good time. I like that. What I don't like about Thanksgiving is small talk. I have so much ADHD and I'm really bad at small talk. It should be something I'm very good at, especially in this industry where I have to small talk with literally everyone on the face of the planet. But there's something different about small talking with your relatives that just, I don't know, it makes me super anxious and I hate it so much. It's the repetitive conversations. It's how are you doing? How is work? Blah, blah, blah. All the things I don't want to talk about when I'm chilling and relaxing and having a glass of wine. I don't want to catch you up on who I'm not dating, who I'm not sleeping with, and this scandal, that scandal, and, being an influencer / podcaster. These are things I don't want to talk about when I'm just hanging out with my fam. But those were all the topics that were covered at Family Thanksgiving. And let's talk about Blackout Wednesday, which is a holiday in itself, which I am way too old probably to be celebrating, yet I lead the charge on that holiday every single year. I was this close to not going out that Wednesday before Thanksgiving. I was you know what? I'm going to be a big girl. I'm putting on my big girl pants right now, and I'm going to stay in, maybe make some tea or some red wine and go to bed early. As soon as that text hit around 9 p.m., which is kind of late in Boston, that text hit around 9 p.m. being should we go out? I can't say no. I'm really bad at saying no. It's gonna be one of my New Year's resolutions is to be better at saying no because I say yes to literally everything and it bleeds into every aspect of my life. Sometimes it's a great thing, saying yes to everything. It makes life more interesting, exciting. You always have stories to tell. But it also makes your body count extremely high. And we can't have that. Although I haven't had sex in so long, I will say, I did eat this guy's ass the other week on Blackout Wednesday. That was on accident. This is why it gets bad when I say yes to everything because I didn't bring up eating this guy's ass. This guy wanted his ass and he verbalized that, which by the way, you don't see a lot of that, but you see kind of a lot of that. It kind of throws me off, but I'm all right, I'm down, whatever. So I did that, and then I woke up the next day. It was Thanksgiving. I obviously had a couple glasses of wine on Thanksgiving, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I was I don't even want to say the word alcohol. I was I don't even want to look at a bottle. I'm staying in. I was repenting. I considered getting a rehab subscription. What is it called? It's when you go to AA. I was considering that after I ate this guy's in the suburbs of Boston. It was really a really scary day, especially on a Wednesday. I feel if you're gonna eat it's at least a Friday, Saturday activity, maybe Thursday, but definitely not a Wednesday night before Thanksgiving. That's a whole feast in itself. That was my Thanksgiving, and I can't believe it's already almost Christmas. We have a busy month. I was just telling Marshall, my very handsome, sexy producer, I was like, I am spread so thin right now because I say yes to everything. Like, and I want to be able to, like, this is the time to do it. I'm in my 20s. I have the energy to do it. I'm single. I can go to everything without having to answer to anyone. But I'm so tired. I have a million things today. I have like an Island Mag party. I have a garage event. Shout out Garage. I love you guys. And I have to go to Art Basel at 7 a.m. tomorrow. And I'm there for 36 hours. Have 5 events to go to within that time span. And then I head down to Nantucket Friday morning at 6 a.m. And this will probably be announced by the time this episode airs. But my sister, shout out my sister, will be engaged by then. Snaps for her. I love that we're on completely different timelines right now. She's my beautiful, sober Pilates instructor, and I'm the drunk wench. 2 different paths, but we still love each other and appreciate each other for our differences, which is something they don't tell you about sisterhood when you're really young, because she's only 15 months older than me, and I remember just wanting to bite her fucking tits off, like her head off. I wanted to tear her head off. She would always steal my fucking clothes. We were in the same class. We'd fight over parties and like social outings and like what we were gonna wear to semi and like pre-games, post-games, who could have friends. Like it was like we're always in a fucking fight. She was an introvert, I was an extrovert, and it always caused a lot of arguments. She was extra sensitive, I'm extra abrasive. We just didn't match. But now at our ages of 29 and 28, you know, I can look at her and be like, oh my God, I love those things about you that I don't have. Like, I respect you so much more. And I think she looks at me and she's like proud of the things that I have that she doesn't have. And I feel like in that way we complement each other as sisters. It's kind of a beautiful thing, but I love her. I'm so happy for her. Another one bites the dust, but if it's going to be anyone, it'll be my sister. She's going to be engaged to this amazing man, Peter. And I'm just very happy for them. But it's just like another wedding on my schedule. Damn. Like all my besties are getting married or are married or I don't know, but I love that for them. What else? When this episode comes out, I will be in the midst of my Tripping with Tart, which I am so fucking honored to be a part of, guys. I have been watching Tripping with Tart, like all the social content that surrounds that for a few years now. And I feel like as an influencer or someone in this space, being invited to Tripping with Tart is kind of like an honor. Like it's like a badge of honor that I wear very proudly. So I'm excited to go. That'll be in Turks and Caicos, and there's a great group of girls going, and I'm sure that's going to be a fucking time and a half. There'll be lots of content. I'm sure lots of stories that will follow up that trip. Hopefully some fun guests as well. All right, that was a cute little wrap up of what's been going on with me. I thought for this next segment we'd get into some fun things like sex. And on this show, we talk about sex and some things that other podcasters won't talk about. Clearly, because I get in trouble for a lot of things on this show. But like, let's do it. Let's have fun with it. Okay, the first question is, why do men lose interest after sex? And how do you tell if you won't? Men, you know, that's like the post-nut clarity. I think that has nothing to do with the girl, to be honest. Men lose interest after sex because it's a them problem, not an us problem. I feel like they're probably just not in a place to be in a relationship, or they're gay. I mean, that's so easy to go back to, but I think a lot of men are gay. I think there's this aspect also when a man, like an emotionally unintelligent man, hooks up with a girl, like before they hook up with him, there's this aspect of like the chase. And I feel like in a man's immature little small pig little mind, once they like get with the girl, hook up with the girl, there's this like, oh, like check, like I won the prize. And that element of the chase that was like enticing and interesting to them, it gets completely eliminated. So there's that, which is why there's that argument that you should wait to like have sex with someone. I don't necessarily typically follow that or believe in that, because I feel like if a guy loves you or fucks with you or likes you, any of those things, it'll not matter if you like sleep with them after 20 minutes or after 20 months. I really think it doesn't matter if a guy, I think it has to do with their brain, their stupid little mice brains. I would say that's an important element as well. But like, if a guy doesn't want to see you or whatever after you guys hook up, have sex, have this like intimate moment, then he's not the fucking one. He's not your man. I'm sorry, babe. He's not your husband. So, bye. Let the trash take itself out. And how to tell if a man won't lose interest after having sex with you. I feel like it's kind of obvious. Like he's going to be wanting to make plans with you, initiating texts, calling you, wanting to see you after. Like men aren't like that smart. So like, I feel like they're pretty black and white, and they're not like going to be purposely trying to send you mixed signals. They're very like transparent human beings, in my opinion, because they're kind of dumb. So if he wants to, he will. Easy as that. Okay, how do you know if he's actually good in bed or just confident? Because he like will know what he's doing. You can have a cocky asshole thinking like your kneecap is your clit. Like it's literally happened before. I just think there's a lot of cocky, confident guys that think they know what they're doing, and they don't have a vagina. They don't know what feels good on a woman. So cockiness with a guy will get you nowhere in bed. You have to like listen and be receptive to like what the woman wants. And like that takes a lot of learning and practice on their end. And communication and all those things. But also I would say knowing if a guy's good in bed gets very, very confusing, because I've thought so many guys were good in bed because I liked them. And then hindsight's always 20/20 here. You look back on those past sexual encounters. I'm doing a lot with my hands right now. You look back on those sexual encounters and you're like, wait, I just was obsessed with him. He was actually pretty ass in bed. So it's like hard to tell in the moment, but I think a guy that's generally good in bed is confident a little bit, but also caters to like what you want, because everyone wants something different. So for a guy to be good in bed, you also have to be like pretty vocal about like what you like. Takes two to tango, babe. How normal is it to encounter kinks? Not super normal. I mean, everyone has like baby kinks, like, you know, like a little like light choking. Like I wouldn't even count those, but I've only encountered like a few hardcore kinks that's kind of like throw me for a loop. Like the guy with the baby voice where he's like, this baby girl like that, was my widow princess like that. I did not like that one. I did not give him my consent to act like that. Like, what are you doing? I have no idea. But like, what other kinks are there? There's like, you know, there's BDSM. I've done like a bit of that, but I like doing that. So like, that's fun for me. But like, it's not normal for a guy you're just hooking up with to like pull out a fucking rope and blindfold and like ball gag and just be like, what's good, babe? Like that is not normal. And honestly, you should run for the hills if that's the case. A conversation probably should be had and some rapport should be built before people start pulling out whips and chains, unless that's what you're into. But like, I feel like it's not super normal to just right off the bat. I'm not kink shaming, by the way. I love a little kink, but like, this is just my opinion. What other kinks are there? I'm trying to think. Like if a guy wanted to like shit on you or like have him pee on you, it's okay to say no to that. Like that's not, I would be kind of like confused by that. And that's not something normal I've seen a lot, ever. I've never actually encountered that, ever. There's this one guy I like that loves to like skull fuck, but I feel like that's kind of normal. I also kind of like that. But other than that, like I haven't seen many crazy kinks. I actually know this billionaire that is a furry. The furry kink. He like has girls like run around like with a butt plug that has a tail attached to it. I don't think I would do that. In role play, I would do role play, but it would have to be specific. A lot of the porn I watch is role play. So I'm like always curious like what that would be like for me. But like I feel like I wouldn't be able to like keep a straight face. I'd be like giggling the whole time, be like not taking the guy seriously at all. Do guys actually want to go down on girls, or do they just tolerate it? No, I think a lot of guys love it. I think a lot of guys love it. I would say most guys like going down on girls because most guys like having the ability to make like whoever they're getting with feel good. And I feel like that's important. Like that can like turn someone on in itself. That's like half the reason why I like giving head. I feel like powerful doing it. All the power is in my mouth. Maybe that's how they feel. I don't know. But like, I think guys like doing it personally. I think that's like, I get why girls get in their head. I know a lot of girls that hate guys going down on them, but like, I'm like, that's like the most fun part. What do you mean? It's just like in their head. They get too self-conscious and they can't enjoy it. So like, that's a girl issue. But I feel like most guys typically enjoy it and should do it more often. Is it normal that I can't finish every time? Yes, honestly. I mean, I typically finish every time, but like I make sure that happens. Whether he's already finished and I just do it myself right next to him, I will make sure I finish every sexual encounter unless I'm like super fucked up and there's like some reason why I can't. But I feel like it's very normal for girls to not finish every time, especially at this age in your 20s. Like I think it's normal for a lot of people to like not have it figured out yet. You really have to like be in tune with your body and know what feels good for you, and also be comfortable with whoever you're hooking up with. I feel like I'm abnormal in the sense where I kind of like shut off my brain and I just kind of like hone in to finishing. A lot of people get like caught up on like, you know, like the guy and like whatever, and there's a lot of moving parts. Like I understand all of that, but like if you just focus on it, you'll make it happen. But I would say practice makes perfect. Get a good vibrator, figure out what feels good for you, and also communicate with your partner what you like, or else it's not going to happen. But like, I think comfortability is like the biggest factor. And if you're not comfortable with the guy, then you probably shouldn't be like hooking up with him. And that's on period. Why do men want morning sex so bad? Honestly, I think they're just horny as fuck in the morning. I think it's just like a biological thing. I'm not even kidding. I mean, I'm not a guy with a fucking dick, but I feel like they just wake up hard and they're just like, all right, what can I fuck? And if you're a warm body next to them, that's probably what's going to happen. I don't love morning sex. I only like morning sex in the spooning position, but like there's no fucking harder task than giving head in the morning hungover. Like that's something I don't subscribe to, but I'll do it if need be. But I think it's literally just horny in the morning. I can look it up right now. And I'm no biology major, but it says right here, due to a spike in testosterone, which is the highest in the morning and increases libido. So they literally got a fucking tripod between their legs when they wake up due to biology. And that's on period. Does body count really matter to men anymore? I think to some men it does. I mean, to some men it does. And we're never going to get around that. But a secure man really won't give a fuck about your past or whatever. I mean, I'm not like saying your body count's like 5,000. I mean, that's kind of, the limit does exist. But like a secure man won't really ask you about your body count, I feel like. I mean, why does he care / want to know? Like that's none of your fucking business. Like I don't ask, like that's not even a thing I really think about. It's like, what's this man's body count? Unless he's like the town bike or the community bike, which I've encountered a few times, which I get wary about those guys. I'm sure they get wary about me too. So it's two-way street. It's an antiquated way of thinking. And he sounds like a fucking loser. Why is he asking these questions? Like, mind your fucking business and buy me a fucking dirty martini. Is it a green flag or a red flag if he watches a ton of porn? How much is a ton? I mean, I do like my dose of porn, but I'm a single ass bitch in this city. It depends. I used to hook up with a guy that watched way too much porn, and I was like, this is not real. Like, this is fantasy land. Like, if you watch too porn, it like desensitizes you to sex, and that's like kind of dangerous in my opinion because it's like not real. I would say, yeah, it's a red flag for a guy to be watching. It's definitely not a green flag. I mean, was that part of the question? Is it a green flag or a red flag if he watches too much? It's definitely not a green flag, babe. Unless it's a video of you guys, it's probably leaning towards a red flag because it creates this like fantasy land and it's not like real sex. Like porn is like not real sex. It doesn't like look like that. It's a lot messier and dirtier and grungier in my opinion. That's what I mean. It like desensitizes you to sex, and sex is like a intimate thing. So you don't want to be desensitized to that. How long is the right amount of time for sex? Are we all faking stamina? I mean, it depends how fucked up I am. I've lasted all night before. That's not normal, but that took a lot of alcohol. And yeah, but I would say that no longer than like sober. I haven't had sober sex in a really long time. I hate to admit that. And I don't think the morning counts after a night out because I'm still kind of drunk. Like 9 to 20 minutes. I would give it a window of 9 to 20 minutes. I'm going to look it up. I hate to be like Dr. Hallie right now, but like I have to look this fucking shit up. It's going to bother me. Average amount of time for sex. 5.4 minutes? What? For a woman, the average time to reach orgasm is longer. It's about 13.4 minutes. All right. Thank you. It does take a fucking hot minute. However, there's a wide range, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So for men, it's 5.4 minutes. Yeah, because a men, like, it literally takes a 2 pump and dump and then they're fucking done. But it takes a little bit longer for women, for average 13.4 minutes. Normal is relative. Yeah, that checks out to me. I do believe in the fact that, like, if a guy finishes before a girl, he should dedicate all of his time to helping her finish and get over the finish line until she's done. Like, I don't even count sex as sex if I don't finish, honestly, because, like, what's the point? What are we doing here? So, yeah, I think that's like 10 to 20 minutes. Perfect for me, honestly. Sober, but like it depends. I can go on a whole sex bender and then I forget the minutes and the hours. But that's on a rare occasion. Only holidays. Is it normal to fantasize about someone else when you're with your partner? No, babe. It's not, and you should break up with your man. I've done this a few times. Like when I'm not over a situationship and I'm like trying to get underneath another guy to feel something. Yeah. Picturing someone else has got me over the finish line and helped me through it. But is that normal or healthy? I don't know. I don't also think I'm the right person to be asking this question to. I want to like preface this whole episode. Like these are my opinions, thoughts, and how like I'm never going to lie to you. My opinions might be wrong sometimes or bad or tainted or like kind of fucked up, but I'm not going to sit here on my show and lie to you guys. You can take it. You can either say, okay, I'm going to take this piece of information. I'm going to do exactly not what she's doing, or I'm going to do what she's doing. I can't control that. So I just want to say that. But fantasizing about another guy while having sex, I would say is not a great thing. Definitely not a great thing for the guy. Have I done it? Yeah. Will it happen again? Probably. And that's on period. It happens sometimes. Never like a celebrity though. I feel like that happens with some people. Like they picture like hot celebrities. Like I have to like know the guy. I have to have like rapport with the person. But maybe that's just me. What do you guys secretly want but never ask for? For you to like suck on their balls and eat their ass. But like they all secretly want it, I swear. I promise you. Take that with what you will. I don't want everyone out here just eating everyone's ass. Like I can't have that like going around. Also like on the more wholesome side of things, like a guy, some of them want to be like a little spoon. They want a little cuddle from behind. If you're like in that phase of the relationship, I rarely cuddle. And if I'm cuddling someone, I'm pretty fucked up. Like I don't love to cuddle or sleepovers really. But if you're in a relationship or a situationship, try being the big spoon. A man needs a little hug too. Are guys actually intimidated by sex toys in the bedroom? I think insecure men and probably guys that are like in their early 20s don't understand it, the lore of it yet. Because a secure man will know that this is just a tool for them. This is going to help them do less work, honestly, at the end of the day. This is just spicing things up. It'll help your girl finish quicker. It's a fun thing to add in the bedroom. If a man is thrown off or like doesn't want toys in the bedroom, he's a fucking pussy. No offense. But like, offense. Like, what? I don't understand that. That's happened to me a few times, but like in college, when a man is like, oh, like, I'm not good enough, I'm like, yeah, you're not. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're rubbing my like fucking kneecaps. What are we doing here? I got class. I got places to be. No. Why do people like choking? Not to get Dr. Hallie on you guys again, but I do think that there's like a wave of adrenaline that like helps you like finish quicker. I'm not even kidding. It also like it's passion. It's something. I'm not saying choke all your bitches out. Like I don't think there's any guys watching this anyways, but like don't like see the like start seeing stars. Like a little light choking, it shows passion and aggression. It shows a guy is physically present. I don't know. There's something about it that makes me feel like a guy is more like he's there. He's there with me right now. And it's just hot, honestly. I think it's hot. I'm into like light choking or heavy choking, honestly. There's been a few times where I've almost passed out. I wouldn't say do that. But I just think it like is a little fun thing to spice things up. But that's just me. What's the actual etiquette for sending nudes in 2025? The etiquette, I would say no unsolicited anything. That goes for boys and girls. I think that sending nudes just unsolicited is fucking nuts to do this day and age. Unless you're like in a serious relationship, I just think that it gets a little dicey. Like I don't want a fucking unsolicited dick pic. Like I feel like you should see, I accidentally leaked my email like a year and a half ago. And I posted something on my Instagram story and I like put my email or something. And I didn't have much of a following back then, but I had like 40K or something, like whatever. It was like sizable, but it was not that much. Oh my God. All the creeps sending me emails of their fucking cock. I was like, this is disgusting. Get that cock away from me. Like, I don't want to see that shit. No. So after that, I'm like, no unsolicited dick pics. I'm like PTSD from that shit. The etiquette, I would say, I don't know. I'm not the wrong person to ask because I don't send nudes anymore. And if I do, I'm really, really fucked up. And they're on Snapchat, honestly. And like, I don't even use Snapchat anymore. As someone that like has like a following kind of, it's kind of risky to send nudes. I can't have what I send on the fucking internet. It makes me a little nervous. Although that day will come. And when that day comes, we will all blame AI. Okay? It's going to be AI because I'm not claiming her. But I would say the etiquette is just like, what do you mean etiquette? Like, are we talking like positions, like mirror selfies? Are you opening your legs, propping the phone up? Like, I'm trying to think of etiquette because nudes can be like kind of innocent, like a little like cute lingerie, but things are still kind of covered, or your fucking whole fallopian tubes are out in their face. Like, I don't know the etiquette these days because I haven't sent a nude in so long. I would just say be careful. Honestly, that's my etiquette. Be careful. If he's not texting you after you hook up, is he done or is he nervous? I feed my own delusions with this one. Typically, he's probably just not interested, or he has a very serious FBI job that he can't be on his phone, or he's dead or something, like he's in a coma. There's rare circumstances, I don't know, but usually typically if a guy's not texting you after you guys hooked up, like at least 3 days after, just like checking in, like being like, hey, I want to do something again, he's definitely just not interested. He doesn't fuck with you. I'm sorry, babe, but we're in this together. This has happened to me a million times. Do you know how many dicks I've sucked that I wish I could have taken back with the lack of texts I've gotten afterwards? It happens to all of us in the best of us, but you know what, it builds character and it builds lore, and we know what to look for next time, but we're probably going to do it again because this is just part of girlhood in the 20s. You know, you just got to lean in and accept it. Also, he's probably gay. When in doubt, he's probably gay. What's the real difference between a guy who wants sex and a guy who wants you? You'll know when a guy wants sex, and I think you'll know when a guy wants you. I think if a guy wants you, he will cater to your love language and check all the boxes, and I think checking all of those love languages are important to like show a guy fully wants you, like acts of service, quality time, gift giving, like etc. I don't even know all of them. Physical touch, like I feel like a guy will do each and every single one of those if a guy is seriously interested in you. If a guy just wants to fuck you, usually it's just like a very detached guy that is very physical touchy and just wants to fuck, and I'll text you after like 11 p.m. Like, you'll know when a guy just wants to fuck you. And you'll know when a guy's super into you. I think it's going to be pretty clear. Like I said, guys are pretty simple beings. Like, you'll know. It's going to be pretty black and white. There's not going to be any gray area. Are we allowed to have a roster in 2025, or is it toxic? Babe, always have a roster. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I don't care what year it is. It's going to be 2065 and I'll still have a roster if I'm single. Like, I am guilty of doing this at all times. I think it's really hard to have a roster without getting attached to one guy. I think it's honestly a skill to have a roster. Rosters really only work if you're like in the mindset where like, I'm literally just going to like keep all these guys at arm's length and be detached and just like sleep with them and not spend too much time with them. No sleepovers, no pillow talk. And I feel like you also have to have a pretty busy schedule, and your priorities have to be like not men. They have to be like work and your friends. And then men are just like your laboo-boos, the roster outside of your inner circle in your life. All right, guys, that was a fun little cute little segment. I always like love doing that. I was like, I never get bored of those, to be honest. Next, we haven't done the segment in a hot second. It's one of my favorite segments. It's Am I the Asshole? So I'm going to be reading your submissions, and I'll be deciding whether you're the asshole or maybe I'm an asshole too, because typically I agree with you guys. Okay, first one. I made a guy believe he gave me chlamydia and bullied him, and I was the one who gave it to him. A little gaslighting action, I see. Yes, in this situation, you're the asshole. Would I theoretically do the same thing to save face? Yes, I would probably make the same call. As long as you learn from this experience, I think that we can move on guilt-free. But, I mean, at the end of the day, you both had chlamydia. You both had to take the same pill to get rid of it. He feels a little bit more guilty than you do. Like, whatever. It'll take a week to clear, and then you guys will be happy and fine and dander. I tell one of my roomies very obvious lies when she pisses me off because she's very gullible. I think this is just playful and funny. If it's very obvious lies, like, she needs to get a grip because the real world out there is tough, okay? Everyone's lying out there. So if her bestie's saying really obvious lies, like the sky is pink, and she's buying that shit, we gotta get homegirl like a babysitter, okay? That worries me for her. I hope she doesn't live in a big city. But yeah, are you the asshole? I wouldn't call you a fucking asshole. By the way, I don't like calling anyone that listens to my podcast an asshole. Like, I feel like an asshole doing that. I love you all. You all are freaks. But for the sake of this game, I have to. Are you the asshole in this situation? I wouldn't say like major asshole. No. I mean, compared to the last one we just did, no, you're not an asshole. I think this is kind of funny. Like, if my friend was that gullible, I'd be doing this too. All right. I became really turned off by this guy's dependency on his dog for emotional support. Yeah, I would too. I don't think you're the asshole. I think this guy needs to like get a grip. Like, what do you mean he has emotional dependency on his dog? I thought only girls were allowed to do that. This is tricky because I've never had a dog. I have brothers. Like, I lived in a city. I didn't grow up having animals. So it's hard for me to say and judge a relationship between a man and his dog because I know that is a special bond a lot of men share with their dogs. Like, is this guy like able to travel with or without his dog? Like, is it like interfering with your plans with him? That's where I would draw the fucking line. Is the dog in the room when you have sex? That's happened to me and I really didn't like that. That happened to me last year and I really didn't fucking like that. I was like, get your fucking dog out of the room. Like, this poor dog, it's gonna have to go to therapy. Like, it's weird. It felt weird. I was like, is this normal? I don't have a dog. I don't know what's normal. Why is your dog in the room? What's happening? But I don't know. That it would maybe give me the ick too. It gave me the ick with that guy, honestly. I don't think you're an asshole. Okay, I made my ex sleep at the foot of my bed like a dog. Another dog instance. When I was upset with him. No. I would have made him sleep on the roof. Like, if I'm fighting with a guy, like, I don't want to share a bed with you. even if it's the foot of the bed. I think you were honestly showing remorse and kindness to him in that moment, letting him sleep in the bed. I would put him on the fucking roof, make him sleep in the car. Yeah. On the couch, on the floor. No. You don't get the warmth of the bed, would be my take. But no, I think you were nice. Opposite of an asshole. I think you were exuding lots of kindness in this one moment. Am I the asshole for ending things twice with my ex? Once the day before his birthday and once on the 4th of July. I mean, I don't think, no. Maybe the birthday one, but like, who gives a fuck about the 4th of July? I mean, unless he's like, it means a lot to him. It is the 4th of July is supposed to be a day of like celebrating and like all your friends are getting fucked up, blah, blah, blah. It would probably throw a wrench in his day, I'm not going to lie. But if you already ended things on his birthday, I mean, he should probably have been like a little cautious about the holidays to follow. So I don't think you're the asshole. I've done this. I've been broken up with on a birthday, I think too. It happens sometimes, but sometimes birthdays bring up like a lot of like emotions and reflection, and like you get like very reflective. I mean, I'm like that on my birthday. So maybe you were just like having like a big fight on your birthday and you decide to end things because you're like, I don't want to celebrate another birthday with you. I don't know. I can see it happening. Do I think you're an asshole? I'm on the fence with this one. But the 4th of July one, no. Birthday, maybe. Okay, I'm a nanny, new to this family. I clogged their toilet and blamed it on the 6-year-old. I would have done it too. I would have done it too. I would keep doing that too. I mean, isn't that what they're there for? I mean, that's just an easy cop out. Like, what do you want to say? That was me. I took the massive shit in your beautiful, humble abode. No, you don't want to do that. It's just easier to blame the 6-year-old. They're taking shits all day anyways. So I probably would have done it too. I don't think you're the asshole. Sexted my ex-boyfriend's dad. Oh. Yeah, I need some more context. Like, did he break your heart? Did he cheat on you? Did he end things? Like, this is a powerful move. This is a power move. This is checkmate. This is a bold ass fucking move. Do I think you're the asshole? I'm going to need a lot more context. Like, did you break up with him for the dad? Maybe you're the asshole in that situation. Did he cheat on you with your best friend, Becky? Fucking fuck the dad. That's what I would do. Fuck his dad. Sex the dad. That's like hot, honestly. I need to take a page out of your book. I need to have you on the podcast. That's very fun. I'm at the age where like the guys I'm hooking up with, their dads are pretty old. But kind of hot. I don't think you're the asshole though, no. But I need more context to really deem whether you are or not. Okay. Last one. I imagined I was having sex with someone else for the last 4 months of an awful relationship. We just talked about this earlier in the episode. I think exactly, awful relationship. I would suggest you get out of the relationship. If you're picturing other guys while you're boning another one, run for the hills. But like, it's kind of hot and you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Like, I've done it before. It happens. But like, I wasn't in the best situation. Or I was trying to get over someone. Like, you're never doing that in a healthy spot with the person you're fucking. Like, that's just 2 + 2 = 4 here. But are you the asshole? No. But like, are you guys done? Like, then if you keep doing it, it's going to be coming to a point where this poor guy's like in love probably and like making love to you. And you're thinking about like fucking Joe Schmo from the burger shop down the street. Like, we can't have that. So I would say end it. Or if you have ended it, I wouldn't say you're an asshole. These are all learning experiences that'll happen. It's life, okay? It's part of life. But yeah, that was a good one to end on. I like this. I like this segment. So like, whenever you feel like the asshole, just DM my account. Spam my account, please, with I am the asshole. Or questions about sex or questions about anything. Relationships, platonic relationships, the weather. I don't fucking care. Ask me anything. Or just tell me something absurd. I read everything from that account on this show. So just please make sure you're submitting everything that crosses your beautiful little mind. But anyways, guys, I love you all so much. I will be doing more of these solo episodes. This has been so much fun. As always, you can watch me on YouTube. Tell your friends about the show. Like, subscribe, comment nice things, 5 stars. And as always, you can watch me on any other platform. And yeah, I love you guys. Enjoy the holidays. And I will see you next week. Kisses. Bye.